Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. We are back in the Bellanca Super Viking, a Lionheart aircraft. And this developer, I gave him a hard time about their aircrafts, but this has been one of the best ones that they have created. And they have updated it twice in the simulator since they put it out. So I'm curious to see how it handles, see how it flies, and we're going to check it out today. I gotta say, it's a very, very nicely modeled. I did do a video on this not that long ago, and I just want to, continue to give everybody a fair opinion of these aircrafts and how they go. And I finally did a Navigraph little VFR, or IFR I should say, flight plan here. So we'll try to use this to kind of get into our airport on 07. Got a little bit of a tailwind. Actually, we might switch this to the other side here. They have a better runway, 34, so we'll just add that, I think, as our active runway. It's a little bit easier for the landing, which is going to be out over here in the ocean side of it. So once we get close to the airport, we'll go ahead and try to track in for that one. Alright, in the meantime, let's go ahead and get this plane started. We're going to just taxi out right over here. I believe that's going to be 32 that we're taking off from, which is the departing runway here. So let's go ahead and get inside. I did finally learn Navigraph slightly. Hopefully I can remember everything as we go through this. This is kind of a simple basic flight plan. I will do a more complicated one. We might take the TBM up in a live stream one of these times. So it's a little bit of animation for the doors here, which is pretty nice that they modeled that. I like that. A little cargo area. And of course we have your door closing action here. Not bad. Not bad animation. Under here we could check out just the details of this aircraft, which I like. I think overall it's a very beautiful aircraft. Not bad. It's a little pricey, but I do like the animation of the gear, which you'll see in a minute here. I'll have to turn the landing lights off for you guys to see that, because I'll tell you one thing about this plane: the lights inside of it, super bright. Alright, so let's go ahead and put mixture rich, prop fully forward, crack the throttle, and we'll put battery on, fuel pump can come on, avionics, nav, beacon, clear prop. Let's start it up. There we go. Slightly quiet on the inside. The outside's pretty loud. Here's the landing lights. So it's very, very loud. Let's go ahead and dial that back a little. Altimeter set. GPS should be coming up shortly, and we'll make our way to the taxi. And we're just going to go ahead and try out this aircraft here. We do have an airport in here for the range. Let's see, can we get any information on that? Okay. Alright, boom, boom. It's going to be on GPS. Alright, so we'll turn the navigation lights on here. I'm taking it off. It feels a lot better as far as the handling on the ground so far. I'm not sure if this is a new feature they added. I don't remember these being here. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this, but I don't remember that being in the last video. We'll have to double check. Alright, so we're just going to taxi right out here. Short flight. I think it's about 18 minutes. Might be a little bit longer since we got to go to the ocean here. But a little creaky with the brakes. Overall, not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and taxi out onto the active runway. Clear left, clear right. We're going to put the notch flaps. Okay, flap set for takeoff here. We're just going to go on to the runway. Definitely feels a little bit better. Still a little squirrely. Okay, here we go. Power coming up. Manifold pressure set. Alright. Oh, off the brakes. I'm putting left rudder, left rudder, left rudder, left rudder. Aileron in there. 60, 80, and we're up. Putting back. There we go. It's a positive rate. I love the animation of the gear. I find it to be amazing. Alright, now we're just going to go ahead and start our turn here. Flaps coming up. Trimming up. So it does feel a lot better. I'm going to put the RPMs at 25 there. It's definitely shaking and baking in this turbulence up here today. But we should be okay as far as we're going. Okay. Now, I don't know if this autopilot is working any better. Let's try it out and see. Altimeter is set here. Navigation is on. Nav. Okay, let's see if it navs to the right place here. I'm gonna try to pick up that. Heading. So heading's working. Let's see if we'll pick up the nav. Alright. So far, not bad. It's awfully turbulent out here today. That's the airport we just took off from. We're going to see if it picks up the nav. If it doesn't, we'll just hand fly it the rest of the way down. But so far, overall, I mean, it seems like it's definitely very, responsive, very good. It feels like a super lightweight aircraft, which it is. I mean, if you told me it was made out of paper, I would 100% believe you. So, very cool airplane indeed, though. Alright, so now we are actually picking up the nav, which this was not working for me before. It's not set to nav, which is kind of weird. But it is picking up the nav, which is good to see. So we're almost at 4,000 feet, so I'm going to do an altitude hold at 4,000 here in a second. And rate about now. Alright, that should hold us at 4,000. I put that onto nav. It doesn't look like you need that on nav, but I think it's supposed to be set to nav. So we are still following a navigational course right now. And so far so good. We're at 4,000 feet. We're on track. And we will be heading to our next waypoint here. And that should set us up direct to the runway. Well, direct to the airport, I should say. Super choppy up here today. We're going pretty fast too. It's a pretty quick aircraft, doing about 180 knots or so. Manifold pressure is at 25. RPMs are also at 25. Flow is at 20. Let's see if we can bring back some of the fuel. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Let's see, fuel flow, we'll put about 12. Okay, there we go. So that's looking good. We are headed this direction here. Boom, boom. Okay. Center that up. 14. Airport's right over here. So far, so good. We're tracking. Everything's working fantastic. And I'm impressed. Not bad. Let's see how it lands. I mean, I love this aircraft. It's a very nice aircraft. The yokes are kind of, you know, a little bit ugly, but overall, pretty nice modeling. I think this aircraft's about $25 in the sim. It has been updated twice since I got it, and it definitely seems to be improving. If you're looking for a fast and lightweight aircraft for GA, it's not bad. This developer is getting a little bit better, which is nice to see. So good for him, and definitely awesome stuff here. Alright, let's go ahead, and I think we can turn our fuel pump back off here. Alright, we're almost at our waypoint. I didn't expect this plane to be so quick. 12 miles, you can see the airport here. And I believe we're going to be on the opposite end of this runway right there, which should be the active runway. It's showing a 12 knot headwind and 6 knots to, I guess you would say, the right wing, which would be what? The north. A little bit of the 6 winds from the north, and you got a 12 knot tailwind. Headwind, sorry. 6 knot crosswind and now it's 13 knot headwind. So we're gonna have a lot of wind coming in from the front of us. It's kind of nice to see the winds here. Now we can kind of get, well, I can at least have a better understanding of how the plane's going to react as we come in for a landing. Alright, we are turning on our next waypoint, I guess you could say. So this is pretty cool to see. Everything's working very nice. I love when planes function correctly. It really helps to enjoy the aircraft, you know. So we're doing pretty good so far, and I'm really happy to be using Navigraph in this video like an adult, finally, right? I mean, it's been a long time coming. I needed to grow up one day, and today is that day where we actually can know the correct runway and everything like that. So now that we have the airport in sight here, we're just gonna head towards it. I'm gonna pass it to the right side, and we're gonna get a visual of the runway, and we'll be coming in for our left base. So we'll go ahead and turn the autopilot off at this point, and I'll just go ahead and take over from here, and we'll bring back the power a little, start slowing and descending as we get closer to the airport. This is Florida, where we're currently flying over. This is Stewart Airport in Florida that we're going to be landing on. And we were, I believe, what airport were we at? I forget the name of the airport that we took off from. Let me see if I can find it on SimBrief. Where's my charts here? The airport is KFPR. Not 100%. Treasure Coast International Airport that we took off from. And this is Stewart that we'll be landing at. Hey, look at that. I'm an adult. I actually can tell you the name of the airports that we're taking off and landing at. That is always a fun and cool thing to do. Let's just set the altimeter to 3010. 13. I don't know if they tell you that. I guess they would, right? I'm afraid to touch anything in the sim here to ruin it. Taxi, briefing, charts, information. Yeah, we'll have to definitely check that out later on. In the meantime, we should be fine for what we're doing. I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer here. So basically my plan is to go a little bit out in the ocean and we're gonna land right on this runway, which is their active runway. $34. Okay. And we're still at 3,000 feet, so let's go ahead. Start our descend here. Nice day here in Florida. A little bit windy. I think we're headed into the wind at this point. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, we are. We're headed into the wind. $3,000 feet. Guess that fuel pump can come back on. Slight variation in noise difference for that too, which is pretty cool. If you look out the window, we'll be able to see Stewart. You probably actually be able to see the runway as well that we'll be landing on. Let's see here. It's right over here. I believe that's the runway. Right. Just double check. Yeah, runway 32. Okay, cool. Yep. Very nice. All right, cool. Just keep an eye on that. We're gonna start descending now here. Alright, trimming out here as we come back around. 2,000 feet. Let's go ahead, slow down, pull out some more power, and trim out. Like I said, this plane is very slippery. As you can see, we're still doing 160 knots as we descend here, so I'm just trimming out the aircraft, kind of bleed off the speed. I got the power pulled back a lot right now, so we're just waiting to get under the flap speed as we turn in for final. Let's go ahead, bring it down, and gear coming out. Alright, trimming back up. Putting a little bit more power in. Kind of losing visual here. Got a little bit of clouds coming in. A little fog today. Another notch of flaps. Let's turn on those landing lights. Definitely got to keep an eye on where this plane goes. So then we got that 6-knot wind coming in. We got to keep from the south there. And of course a 13, right now 13 headwind. So slight gust. Alright, here. Let's trim up. Definitely, you can just feel how sensitive this aircraft is and lightweight. It's just really getting pushed around by the wind. Whoa, we just caught a little gust there underneath the left wing. And we got a big jet coming in. Gonna bring it down here. Oh. Definitely a lot of rudder in there. Not easy to land these aircrafts when they're lightweight like that. But it definitely handles a lot better than before. I gotta give it that. So we'll go ahead and taxi off the runway. And yeah, overall, I gotta say this plane has improved tremendously. It's definitely a way better aircraft than it has been in the past. And I'm really happy with it. And that's my little flight for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel. We're Aviation Enthusiast channel. We do live streaming with these videos as well. And yeah, Navigraph. We're going to be using more Navigraph charts for sure. That was fun. I really enjoyed that flight plan, and I'm hoping that we can definitely do some more flying like this in the future. So let's continue down here and taxi off the runway, and we'll call it a day. So yeah, I guess I should say why taxiing. Overall, my opinion of the aircraft and my thoughts in general is it's not bad. It's definitely a lot better than it has been. It's a very lightweight aircraft, and it definitely feels that way in the sim. It's a challenging one, even for a lower knot wind. So if it's heavy winds, probably not the best aircraft to take up in the air. But nevertheless, this is a fantastic aircraft to fly for sure. And it's beautifully modeled. I'll give it that. Still, not bad. Not bad at all. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful aircraft indeed. Okay, let's go ahead and pull the props out here, give you an animation. Pretty cool. Sorry, there's a bunch of big planes taking off over here. I gotta turn off live traffic. Anyway, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Bellanca Super Viking. I love it. It's not bad at all. Haven't flew in a while. Pretty cool aircraft indeed. If you guys are interested, yeah. There you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Hope this helped. Peace.